Alright guys, it is 7:32. Just got to the lake. Is the best part of the lake. I'm gonna fish this point probably all day. So I don't know what the water temp is, but I'm guessing the 50s. It's been past couple days been unseasonably warm, so I have a good chance to catch some good fish today. Because it's like yesterday, I think it was 70 something, and it's December 12th. Yeah, December 12th today. So it hasn't really been that cold yet. I see a lot of crappie hitting the top of the water too, so that's a good sign. There's some big crappie in this lake. So right now I'm just working it, just burning it right now. But if I hit something, I'll usually stop the bait. Usually triggers a strike. Stop the bait and then give it a second. Maybe even give it a jerk sometimes when I hit something. And this is a silent square bill, or not square bill, but silent crankbait. I've done better this year on silent stuff, so. There he is. He absolutely choked this bait. Look at that. Can't tell me he didn't want that. It's a nice fish to start out. Look at that. Absolutely choked it. There it is right there. This is red crankbait. They love it in here. Bit that right next to the bank. Alright. So that was like the third cast. It's a good start. But this bait goes about, it's like going to be the perfect depth in here. About probably 3 to 4 feet this bait goes. Another reason why I use red in here is because this lake is pretty known for being pretty muddy, so it's not a very clear lake. So I like to use darker colors. Sorry for all the noise. The airport is literally on the other side of those trees. Look at the size of that one. Jerk bait. Oh, I'm gonna need the pliers for this one. It's nice. Probably 2.5, 3-pounder. Don't have my scale with me though. It's a nice jerkbait bass right there. December 12th. It's a nice fish. Alright, so what I'm fishing now is a Rapala Shadow Wrap. I forget what color this is, but it's a nice color. It's like a green shiner. But I decided to start doing a jerkbait. You feel these. I mean, any reaction bait right now is going to work. There's a bunch of crappie out there busting on top of water. What I was doing was, like, my cadence was like 3 jerks and then a pretty long pause so they can see the bait. And I didn't catch it on film, the fish biting it, but so I did that a couple times, and then I just started slowly reeling it in. Excuse me. And that's when he bit. When I on the reel, or the retrieve. Excuse me. So I don't think I'm gonna have to do as long a pause because the water's not as cold. But that was a nice. So I started reeling about right here. That's when he hit it. That was a nice 3-pounder, close to it. I'm telling you, this point is like loaded with fish. Every time I come here, it's just in a nice, like, transition area. Like it's like about 4 to 3 feet right there, 3 to 4 feet, and then out there is about 1 to 2. So there's a nice, where I'm casting, there's a nice little drop off, and there's some brush down there. Got some big fish off this point in early spring. But every time you jerk it, you want to make sure your rod tip goes back and there's slack in your line. If you don't do that, you're not going to get the most action on your jerkbait. You want your rod tip going back towards the bait when you pause. So it was crappie busting out there. I wasn't very smart. I didn't bring any crappie patterns today. I should have. Now you can change it up. If you're not getting any bites, you can change up the cadence a little bit. Like they might want it a little faster. Because since I caught him on the retrieve, what I'm using right now is a Team Daiwa Zillion. This is a 6-3-1, and this is a custom rod made by Southern Custom Rods. I've got a couple of their rods. Their rods are awesome. You tell them what you want, and they'll build it for you. So it's got the carbon fiber rod grips, and the blank is a, I cannot remember. It's graphite, but I can't remember what it is actually called, the type of blank they use. And then micro guides. So you pretty much tell them what you want, and they'll build it. And it's really, really nice. I mean, I got this for $170, I think it was. And that's including shipping. So you're getting a hell of a deal for a custom rod. Just nice finish. The only thing I don't like is the hook keeper at the bottom, but you can tell. I should have told them I wanted it up here. But Alright, I'm gonna do one more cast with this bait, and then I'm gonna switch to something, a moving bait, maybe a square bill or something. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. So I was fishing that Catching Concepts, that red crankbait I started out with. Caught that fish, that first fish. So I'm casting out here, right? It snapped. The line snapped and the bait is out there now. I'm almost tempted to go out and swim there and get it. I mean, those baits are awesome. I'll put a description below, or in the description below, I'll put a link to the Facebook page of Catching Concepts, and you guys can check him out. He does custom orders and stuff, so if you just contact him, he'll hook you up. Let's see. Oh god. Alright, so I didn't bring that much today. I didn't feel like taking a bunch. But as you can see, I got a bunch of different reds. I'm gonna go with this guy right here. These baits are awesome. This is a Rapala DT3 flat crankbait. Love this color. It's like red crawdad or something, but let's try this guy out. Since that red one was working earlier. Alright. This one's made out of balsa too, but it's got a rattle in it. So I was using a silent one earlier, so I don't know if it's going to change anything. Hopefully this isn't... It's supposed to go to 3 feet, so we'll see. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that? Dang. Right when I was ripping it out of the weeds right there. Damn. Huge fish. I mean, you can see where he scooted off from, all that mud right there. Dang, that was a nice fish. I don't know how big that was. A monster though. Wow. Tells you right there you need to reel in all the way to the bank. Wow, that was a nice fish. Man, that's disappointing right there. Got one on. Feels like a nice one. Yeah, it's average. Another one, DT flat. Little chunky guy. Look at that. There he goes. I've been reeling and pausing. And he bit it on the pause. This has a really, really nice action. These are great baits. Any kind of flat crankbait, it's a great bait to fish in the winter time. Anytime it's really cold, and the fish aren't going to go after a really erratic action or crankbait during when it's the colder months. So fishing, I mean, you can fish it year round, which I do, but they cannot stand these baits. I mean, they're I was thinking I had a huge fish. Just a log. Woo! Almost my face. Alright, well, like I was saying, fish these in the colder months, and I mean, you really have, I always have good success with these, so it's just the tighter wobble. It's not like a you know, they're more active in the summertime or the springtime. It's warmer, but these baits right here are awesome when it's colder out, so you should definitely try it out if you've never tried a flat crankbait before. A dink, but I changed crankbaits, did a lighter color. I went back to Catching Concepts, and this is the Magic Craw. I love this pattern. Green back and then the orange belly. Awesome pattern. I guess the fish still like it. Another one on the red crankbait. Kind of slowed down there for a little bit. It's about 20 minutes of no bites. And this guy. All really nice fish today. This is gonna need the pliers. So this is fish 5 or 6. I can't even remember now. I think it's 6. But I'm just gonna put these in my pocket. Nice fish. Nice pounder. Alright. Same old crankbait. Rapala DT3 flat.